Hi, I'm Greg, and I'd let Krampus swap me.
Hi, I'm Kylee, and for the sake of the children, I hope they all get socks for Christmas.
Hi, I'm Shandi, and I have never killed and eaten one of my husbands. And this is Seance with My Siblings, Holiday Monsters Edition. Woo! The holiday monster I am talking about is Gryla. I've heard it so many times pronounced by so many different people researching for this, so I'm just going to say Gryla. Gryla is a fierce Icelandic giantess, or some use the word troll or ogre. I like giantess.
Yes.
It sounds classy.
It does.
Who has eaten 2 of her husbands.
Good for her.
I know. Well, they were shit, so. But not to worry. Husband number 3 seems to be all safe and sound in their cave.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's always described as being very lazy, but then some people try to, give him some saving grace and be like, he's just so scared and browbeaten that he's just, cowers. And I'm like, oh. I've got some learning to do. According to Alex Palmer, writing for the Smithsonian Magazine in an article named Why Iceland's Christmas Witch is Much Cooler and Scarier Than Krampus.
Slay.
Sorry about Krampus.
She seems so much cooler, though, already.
She's scary.
Oh, yeah. A good time.
Yeah. Palmer states, tales of the ogress began as oral accounts, with the earliest written reference found in the 13th century, in historic sagas and poems throughout the region. One reads, here comes Gryla down in the field with 15 tails on her. While another describes, down comes Gryla from the outer fields with 40 tails, a bag on her back, a sword/knife in her hand, coming to carve out the stomachs of the children who cry for meat during Lent.
Damn!
Yeah,
fuck.
she is metal as fuck, and she is not fucking around. And if you want to fuck around and find out with her, you will end up in her pot. If you're a child, she just loves to eat children.
As most
Witches do. Right?
Right.
We're just sitting around. I don't know how any of my children survived. Just gobbling up the babies. All right. In Iceland, the midwinter holiday known as Yule, but they're spelled J-O-L with the accent.
Okay.
Yeah. A version of the Old English or Germanic word Yule, which describes this, which you already told us. Sorry.
That's okay. Go for it.
Oh, that was last week.
That was last
Time of gathering together, feasting and celebrating, and which evolved into modern Christmas, is generally darker than in the U.S., and not just because the sun barely comes out during this time of year. According to Gunnell, the earliest celebration of the season were viewed as a time not only to bring together relatives, living and deceased, but also elves and trolls and other magical and spooky creatures believed to inhabit the landscape. Sometimes these figures would visit in the flesh as masked figures going around to farms and houses, during the season. Gryla, whose name translates loosely to growler, would be among these, showing up with a horned tail and a bag into which she would toss naughty children.
Nice.
So, she's depicted as this very, very scary hag. Huge hag, huge bag, can fit all the children. No problem. Right?
Right.
So those little shits better not fuck around and find out. And parents would definitely use this to their advantage to scare their children into behaving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gryla then takes the little shitheads back to her cave, dumps them into a huge pot, and makes naughty kid stew that will sustain her until the next winter.
Damn.
Yeah. So Gryla also has 13 sons. So they are known as the Yule Lads. And in the beginning, they were as horrific as their mother. They were just as scary. However, as time has progressed, the Yule Lads became more of a band of harmless pranksters. Urban Legends by Gary reports that in 1746, the Danish king outlawed tales of Gryla and her Yule Lads as it was too scary.
Yes.
And forbade parents from using these tales to scare their children into behaving.
What a bunch of pansies.
No, bitches. Well, I guess it got so bad that kids weren't leaving their homes around this time of year. Like, they weren't leaving.
Okay.
But, like, joke's on you. Gryla could still get you.
Yeah.
Like, she just takes, yeah.
There's
Anyway.
nothing you can do.
Yeah, but they have, like, they're using the sheet theory. They're just in bed under their sheet.
Right.
To be protected. Right? I suspect this poor king has some childhood trauma associated with these particular holiday monsters, but that is just speculation on my part. Anyhow, this is how the Yule Lads came to put treats in the shoes of good children and rotten potatoes in the shoes of bad children.
Rotten potatoes would smell, especially in the
Yeah.
shoes of bad children.
Have you guys ever smelled a rotting potato?
Ooh,
It's gross.
It's so bad. It smells like rotting flesh. Yeah. So nice.
And how just
What?
And how do we know what rotting flesh? Or actually, just kidding.
Have you ever smelled
I-
roadkill, Craig?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking like human flesh.
No, I don't
That's
think
it.
I've ever smelled rotting human flesh. The only dead humans I've been around were
Cadavers.
fresh.
I've smelled rotting flesh on living humans.
Oh, same. Necrosis. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's real bad.
It's real bad.
Have you guys ever smelled a retained tampon?
Oh,
I haven't
what?
smelled that one.
I have. And I was pregnant with Xander.
Oh,
And I wanted to die. And then I felt so bad for the person it had happened to.
Is-
That's when
What
you
does that
forget
mean?
about
Okay,
it. Like a
that's what I was
tampon
thinking.
has been put in,
Mhm.
and then you forget about it
Mhm.
and go on about your life.
Oh.
And then suddenly you start to notice things don't smell right.
Mm.
And that also smells like necrosis, and it's
Okay.
so
Ooh.
sad and
I'm so
awful.
sad.
I'm so terrified of forgetting a tampon.
Yes,
I'm
I
like
think-
super overcautious.
I think
about
every
it.
woman lives in fear of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or anyone who uses tampons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, no more tampons. The Yule Lads may have become tamer, but their mother still remains almost as terrifying as ever. It seems the tales shifted more toward the Yule Lads and away from Gryla, keeping her safer from losing her edge than her sons. Though it can be argued that even she has become less scary over time, but she still gets to gather and eat naughty children.
Nice.
But her Yule Lads do not any longer. And it has been the shortened tale of the evil Yule ogress Gryla.
Hell yeah. I didn't know about
And
her.
She's like wild and it's not quite sure how she really came about because the tale is just so freaking old.
Yeah. I only heard about her from Sabrina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and this weird thing, like, I don't know if this would be considered a Mandela effect, but I could swear to everything that she had a card in the Dark Goddess Oracle deck.
But she doesn't?
She doesn't. I went through the whole thing this morning, and I have just, I gaslit myself into thinking there was one.
I wonder if, like, the artist just drew her, maybe.
I don't know. I think I was just thinking since Baba Yaga has one, like, I
Mhm.
swear I had seen hers before, too, when I have been playing with the deck.
Reach out to the maker.
I'm like, can we make this?
Or maybe we switch timelines.
Yes.
Don't.
Oh,
Oh, man.
not again.
It's not switching
again.
timelines. I just want to stay in one and finish it and die.
We're in the bad timeline.
Oh, shit. Right. Anyway,
Anyway,
Anyway.
thoughts, feelings?
I like her.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
She's badass.
I just wish not only naughty children, but she eats really scary predators
Mm.
like pedophiles and people who won't stop hurting other people. And for some reason, they keep letting them out of prison and then they just keep hurting people. And I hate it so much. So if she could just eat them too, that'd
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
could.
As
Yeah.
she should.
As she should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh. Yeah, I like her.
Me too. Totally good.
Yeah, she's scary. I like it.
I like it. Okay. So I totally forgot to put like the person that said this little quote. It's from like a poem, but if he faintly meowed outside, the misfortune was soon to happen. Everyone knows that he feeds on men, but mice he would not eat.
Same.
So are women safe? Or is that just an old poem?
Not if they're child's.
Oh, no children are safe.
No children are safe.
All right.
In the bitter chill of a frost-bitten midwinter night, a great beast roams the countryside, peering into windows with glowing eyes, scouring the barren land for its next meal. A poorly dressed child.
Oh, poor babies.
Did you ever receive new socks as a Christmas gift when you were a child and think, man, this really sucks. This is the lamest gift I've ever received? Well, those lame socks may just have saved you from being gobbled up by the Yule Cat. The Yule Cat.
Cute.
The Yule Cat is a diva.
She really is.
Yule Cat is a black cat the size of a house that roams the Icelandic countryside on Christmas Eve, attacking and eating children who are not wearing at least one new piece of clothing.
Damn.
With dark fur and razor-sharp whiskers, the Yule Cat hunts for its next meal with glowing yellow, red, or even sometimes blue eyes.
Guess it's just like whatever mood she's in.
Yeah. It's like a mood ring. The Yule Cat resembles a Norwegian forest cat with long woolly coat, perfect for chilly temperatures. And of course, what kind of child-gobbling, fashion-judging creature would the Yule Cat be if it didn't have its own accessories? The Yule Cat is often said to wear a red collar with a large bell so that you can hear the murder floof coming.
Oh, I love it. Murder floof.
The Yule Cat will peer into windows with its glowing eyes, checking each house it passes by on Christmas night. It looks through the presents that the children have received. If they have received new clothes, specifically socks, the Yule Cat will move on. But if the child did not work hard enough to receive a pair of socks, the Yule Cat will eat the child, ripping it to shreds bit by bit. Children of wealthier families were encouraged to donate extra pairs of socks to less fortunate families so as to provide protection against the Yule Cat. The legend of the Yule Cat began to spread as a way to encourage farmers to finish their work in a timely manner so that they had enough wool, leather, and other supplies to make clothing for everyone. Parents also thought this would be a good way to convince their children to do chores, to ensure that they got a new pair of socks on Christmas morning. In later legends, the Yule Cat suddenly became the pet of Gryla and her 13 Yule lads, specifically the smallest of the Yule lads, who was the only one who could control the beast and used it to ride around the mountainside. No one is sure when, where, and why the stories of Gryla and the Yule Cat became meshed, though it is believed that it is because Gryla is a witch and Christianity gave witches the reputation of turning into cats that wreak havoc. There are a lot of conflicting thoughts on how the story of the Yule Cat originated. The first is that the legend came from a figure of speech that roughly translates to dress the cat and was misinterpreted to be a monster by later authors. Another is that the Yule Cat was a traditional follower of St. Nicholas, who we now call Santa Claus. Yet another is that the Yule Cat dates back to traditional Christmas celebrations where performers would dress up as animals and dance. No matter the origins, the Yule Cat has become a staple of traditional Icelandic Christmas celebrations. In the 1970s, a song was developed based on poems from Jóhannes Jökulsson, one of which being the story of the Yule Cat. This song became popular across the country in 1987, and with it, the Yule Cat gained popularity. Many Icelandic homes began decorating with cat-themed items around the holidays in the spirit of the Yule Cat. The capital city of Reykjavik even created a 16-foot-tall statue of the Yule Cat to place in the city square in 2018.
Was it scary or was it sweet?
It was cute and full of lights. It was a little scary, I guess. It had teeth.
Oh, good. Don't want to take away all of its bite.
No. However, there was some controversy with the Yule Cat statue at the time. It was beautiful and well made, but it may have been done in poor taste, according to some.
Uh-oh.
Sanna Magdalena Mortudóttir posted a Facebook status on the occasion of its unveiling, decrying the lack of any mention of poverty and the plight of low-income families living in the city.
Oh, they could have taken that as a beautiful opportunity.
The Yule Cat eats children that do not get new clothes for Christmas, and that is exactly the situation in many of these families.
So it would have been great if they were giving out donations of socks and warm clothing.
Yeah.
But they, I guess, did not do that.
Nope.
Oopsie. Lack of foresight.
Lack of foresight. Mortudoter's status takes this as a clear example of how the city is willing to spend money on decorations that attract people to the commercial city center while ignoring the situation of less fortunate citizens.
That sounds maybe like America. Yeah. So this doesn't just happen in America. It's a problem everywhere.
Yeah.
Dang.
Freaking greedy ass rich people.
Not all of them. But even, I don't know, all of us.
The ones that do shit like this.
Yeah. Without like any thought of how other people are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not the Costco CEO.
We just watched the movie Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Which is all about this.
Oh, really?
Like capitalism stomping on everything and not caring who it hurts.
Yeah.
Or kills.
Yeah.
You guys need to watch that movie. It's fucking brutal. I loved it.
What's it called?
The Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Just Thanksgiving,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Bet.
It was so good.
I'm excited.
The kill scenes were very creative.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, even Peter was like, that's brutal.
Last year, 2023, the Yule Cat was even lucky enough to have a film made about it.
Aww.
But why a giant cat?
Because precious.
Yes.
Murder floof.
Why not a dog or a horse or a pig?
Because the horses and dogs all have other jobs.
Cats have always been more common in Iceland, both as pets and wild animals.
And we don't live there?
Right? Yeah, what the fuck?
Dogs were actually banned from the country in 1924.
Oh.
The ban was enacted due to concerns about a deadly tapeworm that dogs could spread to humans, as well as hygiene and housing shortages.
Oh.
The ban lasted for 60 years until 1984. After the ban was lifted, strict regulations enforced for an additional 22 years.
Here in America, we just like have wild packs of dogs that belong to someone.
Yeah.
Some will claim them.
Yeah.
But the Yule Cat has been around since way before 1924. Cats were extremely important in Icelandic mythology. The goddess of love and sorcery, Freyja, traveled the skies in a chariot pulled by 2 giant cats.
I didn't know that.
That's so cool.
Yes,
Flying
she is a
cats.
badass.
Yes.
Her cats also resembled the Norwegian forest cat, and this may be why the Yule Cat is portrayed as shaggy or fluffy. If not friend, why friend-shaped? So what are your thoughts on the Yule Cat?
I love it.
Same. So precious. I want to boop its murder mittens.
I know. Maybe it just wants some socks of its own.
Yeah. Or it has mismatched socks.
If it doesn't have a name, it needs to be named Socks.
Socks the Yule Cat.
Socks the Yule Cat.
Ute.
Yes.
I think it's funny that it got associated with Gryla. And I was watching something earlier today. They went through all the names of the 13 Yule lads, but I didn't in this because I wasn't talking really about them. But yeah, I guess there's one really small one, but they're all like giants.
Yeah.
And yeah, him and the cat are tight.
Yeah, they besties.
Yeah.
Silly.
I think it's interesting. So a lot of these like monsters in folklore are like, if you're naughty, you're going to get caught. This cat is like, if you don't have new clothes, you're going to get caught.
It's like a diva.
Yes.
Mhm.
A lot. So some people were saying it's because like the winters were bitter cold.
And if you didn't finish all the wool and spinning,
You were fucked.
yes, so that, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good motivation.
Good motivation. Stay warm, friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could hack an Icelandic winter. I love Iceland, though. I am so obsessed with it.
We should
So
go.
pretty.
We should go.
After we go to Italy.
Yeah. And every other fucking place.
place.
And Salem. And
Every haunted location.
yeah.
Yes.
I really want to go to the Black Monarch Inn.
Yes. Is that the one you were talking about in Colorado?
Colorado.
Oh, yes. There's a lot in Colorado that, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Thanks,
that
Kai Kai.
is
Yeah, thank
the Yule
Cat.
Cat.
Little precious fur baby.
Yes.
Murder floof.
Murder floof.
Better get some new socks.
I just imagine it. Okay, the size of a house.
Yeah.
It's coming at you. It's got its little jingle bell around.
And you're like, hey, this is me. Meow.
Really?
Do you want a treat?
Oh. Yep.
As long as you're wearing your new clothes, you're fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can pet the
I wonder
puppies.
if I go adorned completely in a new fit, if I can touch the puppy.
I want to pet that
Snoop.
dog.
Can I pet that dog?
I think we could.
Yeah,
I think we could.
obviously.
Yeah.
It wouldn't murder us.
We
It
just
would
got to get
be
in
cute.
cahoots with Gryla,
Yeah.
and then she'll let us pet her cat.
Let's just get her so drunk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you want to do some Xannies, girls?
Oh, God. You would need a lot
Lot
of
with-
Xannies for a giantess.
I don't know that I can afford that. I don't know the street value of those because I don't like to take medicine like
Yeah.
that
No,
because it just makes
illegal
me
drugs.
sleepy. Well, they're legal if
Or-
prescribed to you, but we would not be. That would not be legal for us to buy them on the street and then
Give
give
them-
them to an ogress.
Says who?
There's no laws against giving Xannies to ogresses.
To mythical creatures. I think
Yeah.
the illegal part comes where we buy them illegally.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
I was just overthinking it.
I was like, I couldn't be mad at that. They want to pet the baby.
They want to pet their puppy too.
Oh, dear.
All right, Craig.
Gracious. I'm talking about Krampus. Oh yeah, brother. So if you think Christmas time is all about sleigh bells ringing and fighting crowds at the mall, you're in for a surprise.
A cheat.
A treat. The cheery consumer-focused holiday we know today, here in the States anyway, or yeah, most places, looks very different from its origins, as we have mucho discussed.
As has been very well discussed.
Yes.
In the beginning, pagan traditions of winter consists of rambications, merrymaking, people celebrating with significant amounts of alcohol, and the poor would flock to the homes of the well-to-do, demanding food and drink. Failure to appease would likely lead to mischief.
Bum, bum, bum.
We're gonna egg your house.
Yes.
Mischief.
Mischief.
Okay, I'll
Literally
watch
right
Sweeney
on.
Todd.
Hold on.
It's
Sweeney
a
Todd.
good time of year to watch.
It is.
Set it on fire.
Oh, Lord. Toby. Oh.
Let the old woman out.
Yes. I can't. What are we?
Oh, shenanigans.
Yes. Along with these ruckus festivities came a dark figure. He's half demon, half goat, with shaggy black fur, a
Ooh,
long
sounds
snake-like
hot.
tongue, and flamboyant horns.
Ooh.
My type of man. Tall and handsome.
Tall, dark, and horny.
Yes.
What's that tongue do?
Despite his looks, spreads terror throughout the town, chasing children on his cloven feet. You'll find him sporting bells with thundering chains swinging about his grisly torso.
Why is his torso grizzly?
Okay?
'Cause
We know why.
Scary penis. Spooky penis.
It's the snake.
I just wanted to know why his torso's grizzly. Does he have like heads? Human heads on a belt or something?
probably
On
from
a
all the
chain.
children
Oh.
being torn apart.
Lord. His name is Krampus.
Right.
His name is Krampus.
Our loathsome hero.
Craig's new boyfriend.
my other boyfriend. Oh, lordy. Monster fuckers anonymous is I. Anyway. Our loathsome hero is known to carry around a bundle of birch stakes ready to whip deviant children into submission, which is wild.
Can grown-ups sign up for this too?
Only Krampuses.
Have you guys seen like the Krampus thirst traps on TikTok?
No, but I need to.
Is it as good as the ghost face thirst traps?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Maybe we need to do a Krampus.
Where is so like there's the Christmas markets in other countries that are cooler than ours, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And one of them has like a Krampus festival.
Yeah. clothes.Not.
Yes, and I want to go there,
I
but
also
I
want
don't
to
want them to hit me all the time.
I want to go to there.
They'll just run down the street, the herd of them, and we'll be drinking, and it will be
Mhm.
merry.
Yeah.
Probably.
A jolly good time.
Really good time, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Sorry. Sorry to every single person with an accent that I offended just now. A basket is strapped on Krampus's back to transport the most ill-behaved kids back to his lair, doomed for an unknown fate.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Unknown.
eating.
Oh, so we do know.
Yeah, we know.
Him and Gryla and the Christmas cat are all gonna
Yeah.
get together and eat them some babies.
Yes.
Krampus has more than one tactic to punish those who he gets his claws on. He's been said to use both his birch sticks as well as his chains for lashings. Worst yet, his rap sheet also includes kidnapping, drowning, and eating children. So he's
He's kind of a dick.
vicious. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
wild. And so some history from Krampus. Although there's some debate over the exact origins of Krampus, he seems to have risen out of the ashes of old pagan celebrations of winter solstice, the longest night of the year. He dates back to Germanic folklore as early as the 1600s. Some speculate that he's the son of Hel, the Norse goddess of death and the underworld.
Ooh, sexy.
Yeah. So others believe he originated from the horn god of witches, a deity found in Wicca and some form of neo-paganism. The horn god is associated with wilderness, sexuality, nature, and hunting.
So is this like the Green Man? Or is there someone else?
I
It's
think
someone else.
Yeah, it's not the green.
No, that doesn't work out. You're right.
Poe? Or that's not the right name.
Are you thinking Pan?
Pan.
That's
Oh.
also a different
Different-
entity.
That is a different entity from the Green Man, yes.
The Green Man, the Horned God, and Pan are
We're
all different.
Yes.
Okay. I hate when people make it confusing though, sometimes for me.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So he's depicted with a beast head and horns symbolizing the union of the divine and the animal, the horn god.
Mm.
With
Oh,
the,
so it is just the horned god. Okay.
Yeah. With the spread of Christianity, our terrifying friend became associated with Christmas, much to the chagrin of the Catholic Church, who attempted to ban him due to his strong resemblance of the devil.
Because everything with
Because
horns is the
everything
devil.
with horns is the devil.
But what if it's not the devil,
What if it's
you
just
guys?
Krampus?
What if it's just Krampus?
Yeah.
I mean, Krampus is kind of a dick, but
Yeah. They were also just scared.
yeah.
From there. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the only time there was an attempt to thwart the Christmas devil, but Krampus always prevailed.
Good for him.
Play Krampus.
Well, like, look at him. How could he not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
With his
Tall, dark,
grisly
and...
chest.
Those chains to beat you with.
Yes.
Snake tongue.
Snake tongue.
Snake.
It's a slither snake, a snake.
Slippery little thing.
Lords.
Sorry.
For people in the Alpine region, celebrating Krampus is as much a part of winter customs as taking photos with Santa Claus to us in America. Yes, slay. The Yuletide traditions begin in early December and continue through the month. Although some of these celebrations may seem ghoulish to those that think of Christmas as the most wonderful time of the year, there's a way of celebrating the dark and light part of the seasons. So this holiday season, when someone greets you with Merry Christmas, feel free to respond with Merry Christmas to you, and may Krampus not take your child away in a basket.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
Yes. Wish them well.
Please give your kids
Socks.
At least give your kids new clothes, please.
Mhm.
Save them.
From
The Yule Cat.
the Yule Cats. And that is what I have on Krampus. And also, I wanted to say gosh, I can't think of the word now. Krampus celebrations. I see them on TikTok. And there's just like a bunch of people dressed up as Krampus running through the streets. And it looks
I know, it looks like a wild time.
It
Yeah.
does look wild. Have you guys seen the Krampus movie?
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
Of course.
We
That's
watch
a
it
mo-
every Christmas.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Must watch every year.
Mm-hmm.
And then Black Christmas. Is that what I'm thinking of?
That's
Yes.
And then there's the other one about Christmas, and it's like a babysitter and a kid. What is that called?
A babysitter.
And maybe. Anyway,
I don't know.
holiday scary movies.
Yes.
Yay! I also have heard legends that like Krampus and Santa are like related
Mhm.
or like
They're,
brothers.
like, ghosts
Yeah.
Together.
Mhm.
I bet people are going to love hearing that.
Yeah.
And the Satanic would give the good children good presents, and Krampus would follow behind and snatch up the bad ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Literally.
Oh, I really like Violent Night, too.
Ooh, but
Oh, and It's a Wonderful Knife. That was good,
Yes. Mom? Okay. In the movie theater while we were watching Violent Night, when he takes off his shirt because Sandra out loud in the theater, she's like, "Oh no, he's hot." I was dying to not laugh out loud.
That's the best.
It was the best. I think of that every time we watch it now.
That is so good. I saw Violent Night at Broovies.
Ooh.
Because our anniversary, me and Peter's anniversary is so close to Christmas. I love Broovies.
That would be a good one to watch.
That would be well.
Mhm.
I just freaking learned. I don't know that much about it actually, but there's like vampire Christmas book / TV series by Joe Hill called Nosferatu, but it's spelled NOS4A2, and it looks like a license plate on the book. And it's Christmas related. And so that's the next book on my TBR.
Wait, isn't
Oh.
that come out? Isn't there a movie?
No,
coming
that's
out?
a
that's
whole
different.
different
Oh,
thing.
okay.
That's a whole different thing. Nosferatu is as old as 1922.
Damn.
Yeah.
Midge Munster on her podcast with Penny someone. Ghouls Night In has a whole fun episode about the new Nosferatu movie.
Ooh.
It was really good.
That sounds fun.
So
Have
if
to
you
watch
guys want to listen to something fun after
Yes.
this, go over to Ghouls Night In and check them out. And, they don't know about us because they're way cooler than we are. But if they ever wanted to, work with us, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Say we said to you.
Yeah. We can do movie review together or
That would
something.
be
I don't
fun.
know.
They do a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of history stuff.
Yes.
We're, I think, witchier than they are and dirtier. I think we could tone ourselves down a little bit.
It can be
PG-13.
acceptable.
Sometimes.
we merge ourselves into society when it is necessary.
When we have
We don't always have to fuck monsters.
Only
Only sometimes. But yeah, I'm also excited about the Nosferatu movie that comes
Mhm.
out on December 25th.
Yes.
Yes. Have you guys seen the original?
Nope.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces. Like the old one.
The old
Mhm.
one? Did you guys know it's a ripoff of Dracula?
Yes. And they talk about that in
Yeah.
the Ghouls Night In episode.
Yeah.
About how we almost never got the Nosferatu movie.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for bootlegged copies,
Mm-hmm.
it would not be known because the
Florence
widow,
Stoker.
yeah, the
The
widow
wife
of
of Bram
Stoker.
Stoker. She
He
was
was dead
living
at
off.
the time.
Yeah, 1912. He died in 1912. She was living off the royalties of the book, and she was also afraid that she wouldn't be able to sell the rights if she ever needed to because they made the bootleg.
Mhm.
And so she was freaking out. And so she got with the Authors Society and went to the German courts and was like, honey. And the German courts ruled in her favor. And so they demanded that all the copies of Nosferatu be
Mhm.
stamped
Be
out.
burned.
Mhm.
But people got their sticky little mitts on copies.
Yes.
And that's why we've even seen it to this day.
Yeah.
That's why we even got to see it.
Yep.
That's wild. That it could have just not been a thing at all.
Existed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Crash course on Nosferatu.
One of Kylie's special interests.
Yes. I might like vampires just a little bit.
Mhm. I've definitely gone through a vampire phase myself. I still really like them.
Yeah.
It just like
I have
goes
a
more.
problem.
I mean, same. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about our socials.
Yeah, we should talk about our socials.
And how we have a website.
we do have a website, which we never freaking talk about.
It's just Seance with my siblings.
.com.
.com.
We
We have an tickety talk seance with my siblings.
we have an Instagram.
Seance with my siblings.
We have a YouTube.
Seance with my siblings.
We have a Gmail where you can send us your Krampus stories.
And your ghost pics and stories.
Yes, please.
Seance with my siblings at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And we'll read them on the podcast.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Even if you don't want it read, send it anyway.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
can cackle amongst ourselves.
Yes.
And check us out on TikTok. Go watch our latest seance we did with dowsing rods in my basement.
Yes.
It's so good.
It was really
It was
good.
was
really
so
good.
good.
We got so much.
Mhm.
We did get so much.
Yeah.
So many,
and it
like,
was so cool.
interactions.
Like, we had the dowsing rods that can only answer yes and no,
Mm-hmm.
but Chantel was there filling in gaps
Mhm.
with what Spirit was telling her. And it was really cool.
And it was like correlating with
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
was such a wild.
It was wild.
Yes. And we still have more of those videos to come.
Yes.
Mhm.
I've been
They
spreading
needed
them out.
some editing too.
Yes, they did need some editing.
Anyway,
Anyway,
thank you so much for listening to our shenanigans
yes.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Give your kids socks for Christmas.
so they don't get eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let Krampus put them in his basket.
And tell them to put their shoe on a windowsill so the Yule lads can come and put treats or a rotten potato.
Yep.
Mhm.
And we'll see you next time.
Next
Bye.
Wave
The
to the
microphone.
microphone.